Ajose Olusegun, the southpaw in the white and green and the black and gold of Gary Reid, who at 34 may not get another title chance like this. And it has been so tough for him.
This is better from Reid. This is what he has to do, raise the intensity, but there is the chance that Olusegun can even beat him at his own game, because he is very physically strong as well. But at least Reid is trying to raise the tempo a little bit.
Moving around, using the right so effectively, Olusegun. Whipping in those body shots.
Right. Again, that little bit of success after Olusegun finished throwing his burst.
Still he attempts to drive himself forward when he can, Gary Reid.
This is better from him now, at least he's giving it a go.
So many fighters could be totally disheartened and dishevelled, really, from what was happening in front of them, but he's kept his focus, Reid. Olusegun plays, and maybe that wasn't fair.
Well, he's not going to make any fans doing that kind of things. One of Olusegun's problems, he's not a ticket seller, so it's difficult to promote a fighter who's not selling tickets. And coming up with that nonsense is not going to endear him to the public, I'm afraid. Don't like that.
Right. Not sure Reid deserved it either, after what he's put into this.
I mean, we have to remember he complains, everybody avoids him, but if he was a big attraction, then fights would be made for him, so it's part of his job to make sure he is an attraction. He's very good, real class, no question about that.
Yeah, tasty uppercut. The hands start to flow, especially in the last 30 or 40 seconds of rounds. It's almost as though he's happy just to box at his own pace and raise it when he can. Reid gets in with one. Right.
This is exactly what's required.
Winning this comfortably, Ajose Olusegun, no question about that. But coasting at times.
It's possible in the early stages Reid's been worried about being disgraced, maybe blasted out in a couple of rounds, so maybe that's the reason he's a little bit reticent at times. Maybe when he's into the later stages, he knows he hasn't disgraced himself, maybe then he'll start to try and give it more of a go. There's certainly been a bit more ambition, certainly in the previous round. Not going to win this, no chance. It'd be nice to see him putting up a slightly better show, a bit more stubborn resistance from him.
Yeah, the self-belief must be increasing of Gary Reid, because I think most of us ringside, Jim, felt that Olusegun, on the performance of the first 4 or 5 rounds, would have got the job done by now.
Yep, a lovely right hand. Now, chances will come now, the pace will slow. I said earlier, keep something in the tank for the later stages if he gets there. Well, that was a good right hand, little bit of showboating. He felt a good left hook as well. This is what's required. There's a bit more confidence in what he's doing. Maybe he knows he hasn't disgraced himself. Now, let's give it a go.
That one definitely connected from Gary Reid. And Olusegun felt it. Comes back with a body shot of his own, but this is an impressive effort in the 8th from Gary Reid against all the odds.
And you can see the ambition he has in his face now, Reid. He's actually looking here. I do have a chance.
Olusegun totally on top, but can he complete it?
Needs a tighter defence. More offence was good, but he needs a tighter defence.
guys. Get them hands up, guys.
Heart and drive from Gary Reid, but
Good shot, guys.
he is taking plenty as well. Olusegun using his feet to get him out of trouble.
I think that's the referee pulling him about the showboating. He likes it as much as I do.
Yeah, John Keane, right on the case there.
Come on, guys, we're making a fight on it, son. That's it, guys.
This is so much better from Reid. He's not winning anything, but he'll be far happier with himself when it's over, whatever the result.
Straight left from Olusegun, but spirit aplenty from Gary Reid. Work will be completed by now. John Keane, remember, was having a close look in the 4th and 5th rounds at Gary Reid. But Reid has stuck in there and gritted this out like he's done most of his career. Can he just ask a question or two about Olusegun when the going gets tougher, on the back foot?
There's certainly much more purpose in Reid's work now. An awful lot more success, but certainly more purpose, and that's what was lacking in the first 5 or 6 rounds. It is quite possible, Adam, he was worried about being disgraced. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Oh, Gary Reid now on the very brink. All his fitness kept him up there, and he showboats back at Olusegun. But that did hurt him.
He's going to have to cover up. Clinch, that's better. We know you're macho, you don't have to prove it. This is survival time, but he's not interested in that.
Plenty of time left in the 9th as well.
Any doubts we had about Reid's toughness, forget them now. That was a crunching punch.
And a right hand back from Gary Reid, who's winning the respect of the crowd here at Crystal Palace. His legs don't look too steady, Reid, but he has taken that huge punch, and he is still in there.
That can also be a strength-sapping punch. I mean, that shook him right down to his boots. He took the punch and then screamed back at Olusegun. Amazing how tough he is.
He told us he would give it everything, Gary Reid. He knew how tough the assignment was. Outboxed, outclassed, but never questioned that heart. This is such a spirited display from Gary Reid.
Well, any fears they may have had about being disgraced, they're gone as well. This really is a show we're getting from him now.
Pick that left to the body well, Olusegun. How classy do you think he's looked, Olusegun?
Well, he's kept Reid under control for most of this, remember. The last couple of rounds, Reid has started coming into it. But he's never keen to work up close. I think he's respectful of the strength and the power that Reid possesses. Any time they're up close, he wants to clip.